And then real quick, another big round of applause for Jer-Dog when he gets up here after me. It's going to be fantastic. So everyone, make some noise for Jer-Dog real quick. As great as all those applause were, stop it. You're here for me now. This is my time to talk about me and my life. So, I had some options for things to talk about tonight. And I thought, what's better, than anything else right now to talk about than cops. So, we are going to go on some journeys real quick about some run-ins with police officers that I've had. And I have no problems with cops. I think they are great. They do what they need to do. But as of right now, you're going to hear 3 really crappy run-ins I had with them. So, first off, the year is 2009.
10 tickets.
Long time ago. And some friends and I, we decided, you know what, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, it's like a Saturday, and we're like, hey, you know what, let's go do something stupid, as young people do, and we decided to go play hide and seek at the park, right? Sounds innocent. Wrong. It's not. Come to find out, there's a curfew at the public park, and somebody called the cops on us. So here we are, bunch of kids, maybe like 15 of us, playing hide and seek, as kids do, and I'm hiding. We were at the Mid-Columbia Library. Everyone knows where that is, and I was hiding in the compost box because I knew nobody would look in there for me. And sure as shit, I'm hiding in there for about 10 minutes, and then I finally hear everybody Mason, come out. We're not playing anymore. I'm like, fuck you. You're coming here to fight me. That's all you want. You want me for my body. And so what we decide to do is, I just hide in the compost box. They're still yelling my name. So 5 minutes after they're yelling my name, I stick my head out of the box and I realize there's 5 cop cars there. And they're arresting my friends. And I was like, shit, they couldn't find me. So I crept back into the box. I didn't realize a compost box was such a good hiding spot. You can hide from your friends, you can hide from the cops. And so, another 10 minutes goes past as I'm hiding from the cops in this box. And I'm finally like, all right, I should check again. I stand up. There's no more cop cars. But I hear my dad, who was called out by my brother. I just hear, Mason, get the fuck over here. I was like, okay, I'm out of the box. And so, I was always raised with this philosophy of if you get caught by the cops, don't call till morning. Holy shit. My brother's the one who called. He got his ass destroyed by my parents because he called before morning when he got caught by the cops doing something stupid. And I was never caught. I think I am, therefore, the greatest hide and seek player. I think I could still hide from the cops in that same compost box. They'd never find me. If you guys ever lose track of me, I'm in a compost box somewhere. You're never gonna find me. So that's one story. It's kind of a short one. It was a long time ago. I don't really remember it that well. Next, we are going to talk about one of my favorite stories to tell, which is there was a time back in 2011 I was involved in a high-speed chase. Now, I know what you're thinking. Mason, what are you doing? That's dumb. Why would you do that? Cops are going to catch you. I led these cops on a high-speed chase going 35 miles per hour. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's not very high speed. Mason, what are you talking about? Well, as you're going over the overpass into Findlay, for everybody that lives here, everyone knows what that is, over there by 10th. And as anybody with a driver's license knows, you can't stop on an overpass, right? Exactly. And so the cop decides he wants to turn on his lights as we are just about to go over the overpass. So we continue driving over the overpass. And the cop, he's got his lights on. It was a sheriff. It wasn't a police officer, it was just sheriff. But so we go over the overpass and we stop in the first place that we could stop. And he gets out of the car real quick. Door flies open. My brother, who was actually driving, I was a passenger. I wasn't old enough to drive. And Cop, he runs right up to our car. He's like, stop! You need to stop when I turn the lights on. And we were like, man, we can't stop on an over. You stop when a cop tells you to stop. I want to tell you guys how unthreatening my brother and I were for this cop to come gun drawn to a 1994 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme upon a fat ginger kid wearing a Guy Fieri style overshirt and a 14-year-old Mason in neon green skinny jeans and a shirt with a goddamn unicorn on it. We were the two most unthreatening fucking people in the Tri-Cities at this time. And this cop, he yells at us, I'm 6'2" with a gun, I'm not afraid to shoot you. And we're like, shoot who? We're passing the overpass. And he's like, I had to call the helicopters because this was a high-speed pursuit of 35. What are you doing? You're wasting taxpayer dollars. I didn't know what that meant then. I know that now. But I knew adults say it enough to where I was like, yeah, that's threatening to say to somebody. And so the cop, he goes back to his car, he takes all of, information and shit like that. This is like 8 o'clock at night. It's pretty late. And so he comes back to our car, hands my brother his license and his insurance. He's like, all right, I'll let you off on a warning this time. You threatened to shoot us. Give him a ticket. Shit. And so we finished going down the street and, doing everything we needed to do. Sorry you had to witness that. And a few days later, we're driving again. We saw the same cop on the same street do it again to someone else. It was the most amazing thing. Someone goes to take the overpass, and motherfucker, woo! And we're like, oh shit, is that for us again? Did he see us coming from in front? Shit! We're gonna die. We're gonna die today. And that's that story. Quick, easy, breezy cover girl. My next one, sorry you had to see that, is a little more recent. And I had this great idea. I got a car for free from somebody. I'm not going to say any names or how I got it or why I got it, but it was free. And before I had any money to really put in my name, get some plates on it, make it look good, whatever, it was just sitting out front of my house, no license plates, not in my name, just sitting there rotting. So I get this great idea of, hey, my two friends, how about one of you drive my other car up front? I'm gonna you drive the other one in the back. I'll be in this little car. It's a little Cavalier, little white Cavalier, piece of shit. And as we're driving, I'm like, this is gonna be great. If no cop's gonna see I don't have license plates, no nothing like that. And we're gonna drop it off at a friend's house, and it's gonna sit there for what ended up being like a year and a half. When I told him it'd be there for like 2 weeks, I was kind of slacking on my end of that deal. I eventually got it back, but so as we're driving down the street, there was a car accident on probably the most accident-prone street that we have here in the Tri-Cities, which is Deschutes and Columbia Center. That Pizza Hut is just fucking torture to drive past. Everyone's like, oh, Pizza Hut, why are they still open? And so, as we were driving down Deschutes, we noticed that there was an accident, and we're like, there's some cones in the road. Obviously, now, in hindsight, I know that means don't continue driving down the street. At the time, I just thought it meant don't go in that lane. I'll tell you something. I'd never been so afraid to get arrested in my life. We go around the cones, and it's my buddy in my main car, me in the shitty car. It looks like I stole it. There's a little backstory behind this car. Had to switch the whole ignition, everything for it, because it was broken. Obviously, I guess that's why I had to switch it. And I couldn't take off the old one, so I just, zip-tied the new one below the old one. So, I mean, the car looks straight up stolen. If I was pulled over, the cop's gonna be like, "Sir, where did you get this car?" "I got it for free, officer." "Yeah, you're gonna have, I mean, you stole it. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you." "I see it's clearly stolen, sir." "I'll go, officer, my name's on the paper." "I don't know how you did that." But so, as we pass the cones, the first thing that happens is a cop that was like mandating traffic around this car accident, he decides to run up and he's like, "You guys pull over there. Over there!" We're like, "Oh fuck, I'm getting arrested." Pull over to the side, we're right in front of Mr. Car Wash, and sure as shit, the cop, he's like, "Everybody roll your windows down," all three of us. "Roll them down, now!" And he walks up to all of our cars. He's like, "You're all getting tickets right now. Dude, none of you are getting out of this." I was like, oh God, I'm sweating. I realized I left something I shouldn't have left in my first car that my friend was driving. Some recreational activity items were left in the glove box where all of my insurance information was. It was legal at the time. It still is legal, so, you know. But I was prepared. If I was going to jail, my friend driving my car is also going to jail. Sir, I don't know that man. I don't know where he got that car or those drugs. Arrest him. But so, here I am in this car, no license plates, looks like I stole it. It's not in my name. I'm like, oh, no insurance, obviously. I'm like, fuck. This is a quick way to jail. My buddy behind me, the cop tells him, "All right, you can either back out and drive away, or you can stay here and get a ticket." First thing I hear is, and he's gone. He's abandoned me. I'm left there to rot. And that's what I was gonna do. That's what I was preparing myself for. And an extra little bit of backstory is that my wife, because I'm married, in case you didn't know that, who cares? My wife, the entire time I was coming up with this plan, she's like, "Don't fucking do it. This is so stupid. You're getting arrested." I was like, "It's fine. Nothing's gonna happen. It's a small town. I only have to go cross Kennewick." And she's like, "You're gonna get fucking arrested." So here I am, thinking about that conversation in the car. I'm like, motherfucker, if I just listen to her, I'm gonna get arrested. My car is getting both of my cars are going. And so, eventually, the cop, he's kind of just walking back and forth, you guys really shouldn't have done this. I should have just gone somewhere else. We're like, "Yeah, whatever, man. Just give us the fucking tickets. Arrest me." And then, sure as shit, we have a transit bus decides to also go around the cones. This cop, this was he was like, "Ah! Come on! The cones! Respect my cones!" Now, I'm like, is he yelling at the bus now? Is he yelling at everybody to respect his cones? What kind of a cop does that? "You need to respect my cones!" And we're like, oh, motherfucker, this bus is more fucked than we are. He's in the left turn lane. He couldn't even pull over in front of the car wash. And the cop was finally like, "You know what? You guys just get the fuck out of here. Back up. Get out of here. I don't want to see you again." And then he comes back to me, because he didn't know we were all together. And he never noticed I didn't have license plates. And so he comes back, and he's like, "Yeah, just because someone in front of you does something doesn't mean you should do it too." I'm like, "Yeah, you're right, officer." Get the fuck out of here. And so we rally around Target, and we had to get in contact with our friend that left us to rot in jail. or what was supposed to be jail. We call him, we're like, hey, where you at? I'm on Clearwater driving home. What? We still have a mission. This car is getting to that house to sit there for a year and a half. And so we rally back up at Target, and you know, it was like the biggest, like, I'd never been so stressed in my fucking life. We're sitting there in the cars, we're not even talking, we're just like, we all should have gone to jail. My car clearly looks stolen. And you have drugs in your car. Which is also my car, which I would have said you stole. I would have said I had to take this car to get my car back. But, despite all of that, we got into the house. And I just remember every month I would text my buddy, hey man, I just need a little bit more time before I pick the car up. Yeah man, no problem. And then winter came and he didn't hear from me for like 6 months. And the car just sat there and sat there. I drive the car now. I paid everything I needed for it. It's still a piece of shit. It still looks stolen. But I feel like I'd get a little bit better if I got pulled over. I wouldn't feel so, oh my God, I'm going to get arrested. All I had to do is respect those cones, guys. That's the moral of the story. Is that no matter what, all you have to do is respect a cop's cones, and you're set for life. Like, there's no reason that in any of my stories that A, I needed a gun drawn on me for speeding at 35, or B, being told to respect cones. I'm an adult. I'm not here to respect your cones. I'm here to look like an asshole in front of you. You're gonna come here, you're gonna tell me I did something wrong, and then I'm gonna go on my way. Or get arrested. I don't know, it just depends, I guess. In that case, I wasn't arrested, so I really appreciate it. Again, I'm sorry you have to see that. Watch me drink that. At least you don't have to hear it, that'd be awkward. That'd be real close. Something like that. That's for a different night, though.
There you go.
Oh, God. I'm sorry you had to hear that. Yeah, it's made me think I was talking about something much dirtier than I'm actually talking about. But I mean, whatever you guys want. You pay, you get what you want. Another cop story that I have, that I can tell, a little side story, is there was a time that I was 12 years old, and I thought it would be smart, because I saw it in movies, to carry like bottles and paper bags. I decided to, okay, let me preface this by, I was walking from Winco to the May Columbia Library to play fucking Pokemon with some friends. Thank you. A true hero here. I was gonna go play some Pokemon cards like a fucking nerd, and we were like, all right, well, let's stop off, let's grab some drinks real quick before we head up there. And I'm like, oh, dude, this apple cider looks sick. Let me get a bottle of this, because that's casual to drink. Because I'm like battling people. And so I decided to buy a bottle of apple cider, sparkling apple cider, and the guy at the cash register is like, do you want this in a paper bag? Yeah. 12, what do you expect? I want to look like a badass. So I'm walking down the street. I'm walking down the street, and I didn't get very far, a couple blocks away from Winco. And this cop, he drives right past. I'm with my brother, fat ginger kid, and looks like Guy Fieri. And this really tall, super emo guy. Like 5 lip rings, crazy emo hair. Way too old to be hanging out with a 12-year-old, that's for sure. I didn't realize that as a kid. As an adult, I'm like, that's fucking weird. I wouldn't hang out with a 12-year-old. I don't know why he was. And so as we're up there, we're kind of between Kennewick and 4th, and cop, drives right past. He clearly sees the brown paper bag in my hand. And he just, instead of just going to the roundabout, doing a circle and coming back to arrest me, he proceeds to just do a full-on U-turn, and he just stops, like on the opposite side of the street, runs across the street, and he's like, what do you have in that brown paper bag? Apple cider. he's like, let me see it. Yeah, that's apple cider. It's like, I just assumed it was alcohol. You got this older guy hanging out with you. How old are you? I'm like, I'm 12. What are you guys about to go do? I'm about to go play Pokemon. This is the scariest day of my life. All I wanted was apple cider. And so he's like, all right, well, he just crumbles up the paper bag. He just sticks it in his pocket. He's like, yeah, you can't have this paper bag anymore. What the fuck am I supposed to carry it in? God damn it. I can't look like a badass just walking down the street drinking apple cider. I'll clearly look like a 12-year-old still wearing neon green skinny jeans and a shirt with a unicorn on it. Okay? I can't look like a badass like that. I'm sorry. But, great times. Great times with cops. And again, sometimes they're pretty cool. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes they come with a gun. And then you have a bad time. And guys, that is what I have for you tonight. So thank you so much for coming out. I hope you absolutely love Jer-Dog. Have a great night, guys.
One more time for Mason Hansen, everybody. Let's give it up one more time. That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. So, at this time, Jer-Dog, are you feeling feisty and ready, or do you need a moment to get yourself a little preparation drink over there? You're ready to go? You're ready to go? Is everybody else ready? Is everybody ready for the